Hello, New York City middle school families. Maurice Frumkin, NYC Admissions Solutions, here with you with some important information today about the SHSAT coming up and some last-minute tips. Most of you will be taking this on October 26th and 27th. You should already know where you're taking it because it's based on where you go to school. And if you haven't gotten your ticket yet for the test, you should be getting it over the next day or two if you haven't already from your school counselor. Before we talk about that, though, I just wanted to remind everyone, if you haven't registered for our special free webinar on November 12th at 7 p.m., I highly recommend it. Check out our Facebook page. The information is on the screen below. And register for that. It's a free session. The title of the session is Before Turning in Your High School Application, and we're going to be giving some great, valuable tips on what to be on the lookout for before you turn in that application. Things that can make a significant impact on the outcome of your high school application. So, for the SHSAT, here are some last minute tips. First of all, check your ticket. Make sure the information is accurate. Most of you, like I said, will be scheduled for the 26th or 27th, unless you're testing with accommodations, in which case you'll be testing on the Saturday afterwards. If your date is not correct, see your counselor immediately. Check out the time and day that you're scheduled for, and please know how to get to the testing location before testing day. Believe me, you don't want to be trying to figure out where the test is on test day. You do not need to be there an hour or two before the time listed on the ticket. There's no advantage to getting there first thing at the crack of dawn in the morning. If the ticket says 8:30, absolutely get there a little bit ahead of time, but you don't need to be there at 6 in the morning. There will be lines, there will be crowds. Please expect that. Bring your ticket, bring a couple of number 2 pencils, bring a watch. Do not bring a calculator. Do not bring any other tools or items because they won't be allowed. If you have a phone, a cell phone, if they see it, it'll be confiscated. Turn it off, put it in your knapsack, save it for after the test. It's a great idea to bring a little snack to put in your knapsack before you go into the school, because trust me, you're going to be waiting a while. The test, even though the ticket may say 8:30, the test is not going to start at 8:30. Trust me. It's probably going to start closer to 9:30, if not later. So be prepared for that, families. If you're coming to pick up your students, your children later on, it's not going to be 2.5 hours after 8:30. And finally, on the ticket, make sure that you are paying careful attention to list the schools in your order of preference on the ticket that you're interested in, the specialized testing schools only, up to 8 on your ticket. This is critically important because whatever choices you make on the ticket, you're going to be copying onto the answer sheet on test day. And that's what matters. That's what offers are based on, your score and your choices of schools. So if you're worrying about that on test day and you haven't filled out your test ticket ahead of time, it's a bad idea, because trust me, you want to have this established before test day so you don't have to worry about it. The day before the test, get a good night's sleep. Don't worry about preparing for the test the day or two before the test. It's not going to help. Again, what you bring to the test, all you need is your ticket, a couple of number 2 pencils, a watch. And parents, please understand that they're going to ask you to leave the area of the school soon after you get there. Be prepared for that. And last minute questions that you may have, you can absolutely call the testing site, although understand that they're swamped with volume right now. So just be prepared for that. So we'll be back next week, but this should serve as a couple of last minute tips for the test. Check your ticket out. Make sure you know the day and time, that you're scheduled for the right day and time based on who you are and whether or not you have testing accommodations. And be very careful filling out your choices of schools in order of preference before test day. Maurice Frumkin, NYC Admissions Solutions. Register for our webinar on our Facebook page on November 12th, and we'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.